Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at IUM, and today we are starting a new series about entering paradise. Okay, so what we have done so far is we have reflected on Surah Al-Fatiha. Now I want to take a little pause and think about how you write a thesis. When you write a thesis, you start with the introduction. Then you have a problem statement, and then you develop research questions. And writing a good thesis is being very clear about what is the research question. So in my mind, when we think about Surah Al-Fatiha, that's really introducing the whole Quran. And there's a lot going on in Surah Al-Fatiha, but for me, the question that comes at the end is, there are three kinds of people. One groups of people make it to paradise, and two groups of people do not make it to paradise. And so this raises the question in my mind, how easy or how difficult is it to enter paradise? Putting it another way, is paradise only for people who are very religious, or is it for ordinary Muslims? And so I thought about this for a while, and I want to rephrase the question, and I want to talk about optimism and pessimism. So the question is, should we be optimistic or pessimistic about entering paradise as Muslims? Now, this word optimism and pessimism sometimes get confused because in psychology it means something very specific. And I have a psychology background, and I want to use an analogy. Let's say you are a student. You are going to class, you're doing all your assignments, you're studying for the final exam. If you're optimistic about passing the exam, what it means is you know that you have done the work, and because you have done the work, you have a reasonable expectation that you should do well in the exam. If you're pessimistic about passing the exam, you know you have done the work, but for whatever reason you don't really trust the examiner, so you assume that you're going to do badly in the exam, even though you have done all the things that you were supposed to do. Okay. Now there's a third category of people which are delusional. And delusional people are basically, they haven't done the work, they haven't gone to class, they haven't done the assignments, but somehow they assume that they're going to pass the exam. Okay. So when I'm saying, should we be optimistic about entering paradise? I'm saying as Muslims, we have done the best we could. We have made the effort to the best of our ability within our constraints. If so, should we be optimistic about entering paradise? If you're pessimistic about entering paradise, it literally means that even though you have done everything you could, you assume you're still not going to enter paradise. Now, sometimes when you talk to people, they're either optimistic or pessimistic by nature. So what I want to do is I want to focus on the text, and I want to ask myself, what does the Quran say about this issue, about whether or not we should be optimistic or pessimistic about the Quran? And so I plan to do probably 5 or 6 videos on this subject, and then after that, we will start by reflecting on Surah Al-Baqarah. But in the meantime, thank you very much, and Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.